The Nigersaurus. Yes, Nigersaurus, meaning Niger lizard. Nothing more and nothing less, you sick bastard. Ladies and gentlemen of the Dinosaur channel, I made a video about this wonderful creature a few years back that has recently taken off, and my theory as to why has to do with its name. Look, let's not beat around the bush here. The name is not what you think it is or what you are joking around about. It's literally just the name of this sweet vacuum-mouthed sauropod of the Cretaceous period, the Nigersaurus. Not... this episode is going to be impossible. Roll the intro.
Imagine if you had a home on the internet for all things dinosaur and prehistoric. A universe where you can live and learn all you want about the ancient creatures that occupy your mind. Find it only here on the Dinosaur channel. Welcome to the Dinoverse.
The Nigersaurus was a fascinating dinosaur that has captured the interest of paleontologists and dinosaur enthusiasts alike. Known for its distinctive dental arrangement and unique physical features, the Nigersaurus lived during the Middle Cretaceous period, approximately 115 to 105 million years ago. But before we continue on this amazing creature, I would really appreciate you guys subscribing, giving us a dinosaur-sized thumbs up, commenting down below a creature or prehistoric topic you would like to see us cover in the future. As well, if you become a member on the channel or support us via the PayPal link down below in the description, it'll really help us to create more amazing dinosaur content just like this. This dinosaur, the Nigersaurus, roamed what is now the Republic of Niger in West Africa, a region that has yielded many significant dinosaur discoveries. In this video, we're going to explore the discovery, anatomy, behavior, and the significance of the Nigersaurus in the context of paleontological research. This, my friends, is the curious case of the Nigersaurus. Let's start off with the discovery naming, because obviously the name is the most important part. The Nigersaurus was discovered in the El Khraz Formation in the Gadoufafu region of the Republic of Niger. No idea if I pronounced it correctly, but we can just move on. The first remains of this dinosaur were unearthed during the French expeditions in the 1950s. However, it wasn't until the late 20th and early 21st centuries that the more complete understanding of the Nigersaurus emerged, thanks to the work of American paleontologist Paul Sereno and his team. In 1999, Sereno and his colleagues named the dinosaur Nigersaurus taqueti in honor of the country of Niger and French paleontologist Philippe Taquet, who had conducted extensive research in the region. The genus name Nigersaurus literally means Niger lizard, as we said in the intro. Niger lizard. Lizard from Niger. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't get me angry, ladies and gentlemen. While the species name Taqueti honors Taquet's contribution to African paleontology. Moving on to the skull and teeth. Yes, these vacuum-shaped mouth, skull and teeth, which is hilarious. One of the most striking features of this Nigersaurus is its skull and dental arrangement, which sets it apart from nearly all other dinosaurs. The skull of the Nigersaurus is highly specialized, featuring a remarkably wide muzzle that housed more than 500 replaceable teeth. These teeth were arranged in a manner often compared to a vacuum cleaner or a conveyor belt. Quite an unusual setup in the dinosaur world, and if you have seen pictures or paleo art depictions of the Nigersaurus, you understand why this creature looks so ridiculously funny. This unique dental arrangement allowed Nigersaurus to efficiently graze on vegetation close to the ground. The teeth of Nigersaurus were perfectly adapted for a diet of soft, herbaceous plants. The front teeth were especially narrow and packed closely together, forming a sort of dental comb. This comb-like structure was highly effective for stripping leaves and shoots from plants, enabling Nigersaurus to consume large quantities of food quickly and efficiently. The dental specialization of Nigersaurus is unparalleled among known dinosaurs. Each tooth was part of a continuous replacement system, ensuring that the dinosaur always had fresh, sharp teeth ready for feeding. The conveyor belt-like system meant that as soon as a tooth wore down, a new one would take its place, similar to many other creatures on this planet. This adaptation was crucial for maintaining its feeding efficiency and dealing with the wear and tear from the constant grazing of vegetation. Having access also to those ground vegetations meant that it could always be eating because it's not searching, it's not specialized, it's not going up high in the trees, it's just searching for anything that's at ground level. The structure of Nigersaurus' skull also reflects its unique feeding habits. The wide, flat muzzle was perfectly designed to maximize the intake of plant material during each sweep of its head, like a vacuum cleaner. Nigersaurus likely fed by sweeping its head from side to side, using its dental comb to rake through low-lying plants. This method of feeding allowed it to strip foliage quickly, much like a lawnmower in a modern context. This dinosaur just keeps getting weirder and weirder. To be honest with you, it's hard. There's not a lot of redeeming factors here. The skull itself was relatively lightweight despite its size, thanks to its large fenestrate that reduced its overall weight without compromising strength. This feature, combined with a series of air sacs within the bones, made Nigersaurus' skull both strong and efficient. These air sacs, similar to those found in modern birds, helped reduce the weight of the skull and likely played a role in respiratory efficiency. Moreover, the Nigersaurus' teeth were not uniform. They varied slightly in shape and size, allowing the dinosaur to handle a variety of plant materials. The teeth at the front were narrow and peg-like, ideal for nipping off vegetation, while those further in the back were broader and more robust, suitable for grinding plant matter. In terms of evolutionary efficiency, Nigersaurus' dental and skull adaptations highlight a fascinating divergence in sauropod evolution. While many of its relatives evolved to feed on high tree leaves with long necks and peg-like teeth, Nigersaurus adapted to a completely different ecological niche. Its slow-slung head and specialized teeth illustrate a high, efficient, ground-level browsing strategy. This showcased just one of the incredible facets of versatility and adaptability of sauropods, which is a great transition into this funny-looking dinosaur's behavior. Alright, let's talk about the Nigersaurus' behavior. As for the feeding habits, Nigersaurus' highly specialized teeth and skull structure indicate that it was a selective feeder. Its dental comb was ideally suited for cropping soft plants close to the ground such as ferns, horsetails, and other low-lying vegetation. This contrasts with feeding habits of other sauropods that grazed on higher vegetation. Think of animals like Brachiosaurus, Giraffatitan, with those really high hanging heads, which are browsing straight up into the leaves and the canopy of the forest. This wear pattern on Nigersaurus' teeth suggested it employed a method of feeding that involved sweeping its head from side to side. As for determining the exact behavior of extinct animals like Nigersaurus, particularly whether it was aggressive or docile, it's challenging because we can't observe the behavior directly, and the fossil record doesn't really make a good indication to us on how they actually behaved on their day-to-day life. However, scientists can make educated guesses based on various pieces of evidence, such as their physical characteristics and comparison with modern animals and their ecological context, which is always the most important thing when we talk about paleontology. Generally, herbivorous dinosaurs are thought to be less aggressive than carnivorous ones, as their food sources do not require hunting or complex strategies to capture. The environment in which Nigersaurus lived was likely rich in vegetation and inhabited by other herbivorous dinosaurs as well as predators. Nigersaurus would have had to be vigilant against predators, but its primary defense mechanism would likely have been the size and possibly living in groups rather than aggressive behavior. And let's say that Nigersaurus did live in herds, as many other herbivorous dinosaurs did. This would also suggest a more docile nature. Herding behavior often indicates social cooperation and collective strategy for defense, rather than individual aggression. By comparing Nigersaurus with modern herbivores such as elephants, cows, and giraffes, we can infer that it was likely more docile. These animals were capable of defending themselves and generally peaceful and focused on grazing. They only probably became aggressive, mainly when threatened by predators or when competing for resources like mates or territory. As for the habitat that Nigersaurus lived around, during the Middle Cretaceous period, the region that is now Niger was part of a vast floodplain with rivers, lakes, and lush vegetation. This environment would have provided ample food sources for herbivorous dinosaurs like the Nigersaurus, and the climate was likely warm and humid, supporting a diverse ecosystem of plants and animals. Now, the Nigersaurus, with all its quirkiness and funniness between its name and how it was discovered, plays a pretty significant role in paleontology. Nigersaurus is a big deal for paleontologists. Its unique teeth and skull structure give us incredible insights into the diversity of herbivorous dinosaur diets and sauropod morphs. The discovery of Nigersaurus also highlights how crucial Africa is in the dinosaur research world. Africa's fossil record is like a treasure chest that keeps on giving. Every new find, like Nigersaurus, adds another piece to the puzzle of dinosaur diversity and evolution. Thanks to modern technology like CT scans, scientists have been able to get an inside look at the Nigersaurus' skull and bones in amazing detail. This tech has revealed just how specialized this dinosaur was for its ground-level grazing lifestyle. And Nigersaurus didn't just stop there, it also made contributions to African paleontology. The discovery of this dinosaur have highlighted the importance of the African continent in dinosaur research. Africa's rich fossil record continues to yield important discoveries that challenge and refine our understanding of dinosaur diversity and distribution. Nigersaurus, along with other discoveries in the region, underscore the significance of Africa in the global paleontological landscape. There are so many more amazing dinosaurs to be discovered across Africa. And just think of dinosaurs like Spinosaurus, Kentrosaurus, Giraffatitan, And of course, the amazing Nigersaurus. This continent is so full of dinosaur possibilities, and we have just barely scraped the surface. The Nigersaurus is undoubtedly one of the most unique sauropods, let alone dinosaurs, to have ever walked this planet. Being that it comes from a generally misunderstood, in a paleo context, continent of Africa, it gives us a really amazing look into what Cretaceous Africa might have looked like. But before we leave, I want to remind you guys to become a member on this channel because it goes a long way to support us. You can also drop us a donation on PayPal, and please don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and leave us a dinosaur-sized thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next prehistoric adventure.